And Shalom. I'd like to give all praise and all honors to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Rakakodash. Double honor to our apostles and elders of the great millstone. They taught us this truth, and also double honors to our elders and bishops of the GMS camps in the different states and different things. And shalom to you hopeful elects, and shalom to you affiliates that's out there pushing the truth. They're doing the best that you can, learning the truth and pushing the truth in the highways and the byways of the marketplaces, on the streets and on the internet. And shalom to you Aquim, to you women. You're learning the truth. You're establishing your relationship with Yahweh Shai, and you do understand the least ye done for my brothers, the least ye done for me. Thus says Yahweh Shai. So you're seeking a righteous male covering to obey, bond with, and go into the kingdom of heaven with. Shalom. Welcome to today's lesson. I'm your Hebrew Israelite brother, Mashaba, here in the city of Detroit. Check this out. I just got to check my bank account. It was, $12 overdraft. So I'm like, hold on, how did this all be? And so, I'm waiting on them to call me back and find out what's going on. And immediately that made me think about, Hagar 1 and 6. We're going to go straight off into it. You see, we make monies, we do different things, and our money is put in a bag that just got holes. Somehow, some way, our money leaks away. You know what I'm saying? So this is Haggai, chapter 1, verse 6, and it reads, "Ye make so much." Yeah, it don't matter how much money you make, how much you sow. It don't matter what you do, and no matter what, and bring in little. We still bring in a little bit. We don't get to bring in the whole haul of what we worked for what we have sown. We do not get it all. It leaks away somehow. Ye eat, but ye have not enough. No matter what, the foods that we eat are GMO foods that are not good for us, a bunch of processed foods that's got stuff in it that we don't even know or even realize that's harmful to our bodies. We don't even realize how poor our health is. And then we go to physicians, of no value, the doctors, and they just tell us what we wanted to hear, give to us sweet, soothing words, but really, our health is deteriorating. Ye drink, but ye are not filled with drink. Right. We're not filled with drink. We're not filled with the full goodness of what it is that we're looking for and seeking for here in this Edomite kingdom. You clothe you. Okay, yeah, we put on clothes and different things, but these are mixed fabrics, fabrics that automatically flame on whenever they come close to heat, you know what I'm saying? But there is none warm. Right, we stay cold because these clothes that we wear are mixed fabrics and not of higher frequency, you see? And he that earneth wages, earneth wages to put into a bag with holes. You see? That's all it is. That's all that is that's going on. Well, here being in Esau is Edom's kingdom. You cannot have, you cannot do, you cannot be. No matter what you try, it is all in vain. Ecclesiastes chapter 3. Okay, this verse 9. Ye looked for much. Yeah, we do. We do all the time. We look for much. And lo, it came to little. See, no matter how high hopes that we have, it's just some hope, dashed hope. And the only hope that we got is being hopeful elects. That's it, flat out. And when ye brought it home, you see, yeah, we bring things home. We think that we got it going on. We think that we're being fruitful. I did blow upon it. Okay, why? Okay, why? No matter what. No matter what you try to do with it. Okay, why? Said the Lord of hosts, because of mine house that is waste. You see, no matter what, we live in ruins. These here houses that we live in are shacks, but they expect for you to fix them up and keep them and upkeep them. If not, they hit you with a blight ticket. They say that your bush is too tall. They say that your grass too tall. Hey, guess what? It better not be too short. You see, and I don't like snakes, and I don't like snakes, so I keep my grass low. And it's too low that I don't even mow it. You know what I'm saying? And you run every man unto his own house. You see? And what for? We going into our own house because we trying to what? Establish ourselves, be situated, be stable. But guess what? Michael chapter 2, verse 2, they cover the fields and take them by violence, and they oppress a man even in his heritage, in his own home, in his own house. These are the things that we're going through here in Babylon's kingdom. You see? And Esau is Edom's kingdom. Haggai chapter 2, verse 16. Since those days were when one came to an heap of 20 measures, but now you don't get 20 measures. There were but 10. You see, no matter what, you only gonna get 10 of what you have. Half of what you earn is going away, thrown away. It goes away. The whole system is designed to suck it away, flat out, eat it away, flat out. When one came to the press fat to draw out 50 vessels out of the press, then there were but 20. Okay? Because no matter what, it's the same thing as 10 women cooking one loaf of bread. Because the bread is so high, no matter how much money you spend, you only gonna get one loaf. You can spend $10, but much for 10 loaves, you only gonna get one. Flat out. That's the way it is in Esau is Edom's kingdom. Hold on, this the bank calling me now. Okay, I just got through talking with my bank. Now, the reason why the $10 was added on to took it deeper into overdraft fee is because I was $2 in overdraft. So they charged me a $10 overdraft fee. Yeah. Okay, so again, what that means, we earn wages and we put them in bags, okay, that's got holes, flat out. And so that's a big ass hole. And so any money that I put in there, any money that goes into my account now, there's $12 got to come out of it first, you know what I'm saying? And then what's left is mine. Wow. You understand? And those of you who've been keeping up with me, I'm low vision blind. I'm 60 years old. And so I can't just go out and just work a job right quick or go out and hustle and this, that, and the other. That's why I'm trying to run a business online now. It ain't the greatest, but it's somewhat hope. Really? Leviticus chapter 20 Leviticus chapter 26, verse 20. And your strength shall be spent in vain. No matter how much you spin your wheels, you just spinning your wheels. Like you on a slippery slope. For your land shall not yield her increase. Nope. No matter how much you try to put something together, have something together, grow something together, you won't be able to increase no matter how much, the same way as you dreamed it in your mind. It ain't going to be like that. Why? Because things just not working right, and Esau is Edom's kingdom. Neither shall the trees of the land yield their fruit. You see? No matter what you try, no matter what you do, no matter what you put together, it is set, okay, for you to fail in your attempts in achieving what you're trying to achieve. Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 38. Thou shalt carry much seed, you understand, out into the field. See, but the thing of it is, once you plant it, what harvest you going to get? The ground is too hard and too parched. You know what I'm saying? And whatever you're trying to do, things are just too difficult. Things that just do not connect right for things to really grow and flourish like you want. Here in Esau is Edom's kingdom. And it shall gather but little in. You see? You see? You can't even look forward to a harvest. To be honest with you, you see, when people plant stuff anyway, let's just go there for a second. You plant something in the ground on your land, you're not going to get the full yield of it because, one, you're not placing your manure into the ground. We supposed to place our manure into a hole in the ground, but instead Esau is Edom. He got it where we flush our human waste and down into a sewer system, the sewer system that leads straight out to the rivers, lakes, ponds, into the ocean. That's not supposed to be. We're destroying river life. We're destroying the ecosystem. Why do you think sharks and whales beach themselves? They do so because they should not have to swim through human waste. Flat out. You understand? We Esau is Edom. Is got things. Remember, he is the destroying mountain, and he's destroying our world because he's trying to destroy our earth because we come from the earth of the clay people, and he's trying to destroy our earth. He's trying to destroy us flat out, and shall gather but little in. For the locusts are the thieves. Okay, it shall consume it. You see, the thieves, the fees, the different things and the hard times and the complications of whatever you're trying to do, how money's go out here and there. You had to buy a little this and buy a little that, little this, little that, and then what do you have in the end? You don't have what it is that you were started off with in the first place. You know, that you dreamed and had these thoughts of what you're going to do. You can forget about it. Flat out. This verse 39. Thou shalt plant vineyards, and dress them, but shall neither drink of the wine. Why? Because Esau is Edom's kingdom is designed that way. You can put something together and think it's going to work for you, think you're going to have a great harvest, think you're going to really have it going on. Nope, you're not. Your grapes got worms in them. You're not going to get the fullness of your fruit. You understand? The sun is shining, but it's a fake sun. You understand? Nor gather the grapes. You know, you're not even going to be able to gather them. Why? Because they have already decayed on the vine. You see? For the worms shall eat them. Flat out. That's just simply the way it is. That's simply the way Esau is Edom's kingdom is. All of nature is waiting for the hopeful elect to center front. Everybody's waiting on H.I.D to come, because that's the only way we're going to be saved from this situation that we're in, dealing with Esau is Edom's kingdom. Thou shalt have olive trees, you see, throughout all thy coasts, you see. But what good shall it be? But thou shalt not anoint thyself with the oil. Why? Because the time is coming, all that you have set aside and have put in place will all come to naught. Will all be spoiled by the wickedness of Esau is Edom. He spread his chemtrails all over the skies, and he adds in parasites and microscopic parasites technologies, and they are programmed to build structures, metal structures inside our bodies. That's why we always gotta what? We have to detoxify ourselves. We got to remove the heavy metals. We got to remove the parasites. We got to always go on a cleanse all the time. We have to fast. Why? Because we have been poisoned by this red devil, Esau is Edom. You see? Flat out. For thine olive shall cast his fruit. You see? That's just simply the way it is. We're going to read one more. Just go ahead and close this out. This is 2 Samuel chapter 21, verse 1. Then there was a famine in the days of David. 3 years. Remember that? When that time it came, you know, and the people migrated from one place to another. Is a year after year, and David inquired of the Lord, and the Lord answered, it is for Saul. You see, it's for Saul, because y'all remember, the Lord is not building the house of Saul. He's building the house of David. Okay, and for his bloody house, you see, that's what the Lord got planned for Saul's house. You see, that's why y'all got to recognize and realize what house are you in. Are you in the house of David or the house of Saul? Nate and them from IUIC and IUSBK and all them other fake Israelite camps and stuff and fake outs, they are the bloody house of Saul. They're going down flat out because he slew the Gibeonites, you see, flat out. You see, and he wasn't supposed to do that. Listen, we're going to go ahead and close it out right there. Lord's will, you were edified by today's lesson. If not, hopefully you with me, you was allowed to release some of this stress. You know, see, because we place our monies and our earnings and our wages in bags that got holes. No matter what you do, there's a fee, there's a thief, and there's a something, and there's always trying to take and steal and rob you from what you gave of your earnings. That way, no matter how many trees, how many vineyards, how many grapes, all this that you have, you're not going to get the full yield of what it is that you have planted. So, brothers and sisters, hold on. Stay strong. We ain't got long. Yahweh Shai said, keep ye occupied in the word till he has returned. You understand? Because it is this word that gives us our strength, our hope, and what we need to stand strong in Yahweh, or Yahweh Shai. And also remember, if you would please press the subscription button. That helps out for the algorithms of the YouTube channel, and also the notification bell, so that way you will receive special notification alerts each time that I release a new video for your spiritual edification. Okay? And press the like button too. That helps out for the algorithms. That'll be wonderful if you would please. So, brothers and sisters, remember, Yahweh, or Yahweh Shai, shall be here soon. Only thing we got to do is hold on and keep the faith and keep the work and stay circumspect, spiritually, physically, mentally, and the Lord shall maintain being our righteousness. Because remember, Yahweh Shai said our righteousness is of him. It's not of us. So no matter what other people think of you or try to bring against you, they're not fighting against you. They're fighting against Yahweh, well, Yahweh Shai. So we can go ahead and close it out. We'd like to give all praise and all honor to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Rakakwadash. Double honor to our apostles and elders of the great millstone that taught us this truth. Peace and salutations to the hope of the elect. Shalom to the hope of the elect.